Hello students, we are continuing our chapter 4 Tick Tick Tick. Today I will explain page number 38 onwards. On this page we have given the picture of Eiffel Tower in Paris in France. Here the sunsets and sunrise varied from summer and winter. In summer season the sunset is at 9 o'clock at night time, night during 9 pm. But in winter season there will be sunset at 4 pm. This is the photo taken at 9 pm during summer season. That is the photo showed here. Now we will move to our next topic in this page, that is find out. See what is heading given here. How long will it take the minute hand to move from? Here each question time showing two different times showing on the clocks. So the question is, from first time to second clock showing time, how much minutes it will take the minute hand to move from? That means question A, the first clock is showing time of 3:35. The minute hand is on 7, so 3:35. The hour hand is between 3 and 4. 7 5s are 35. So we know that the time is 3:35. And see the second clock on that same question. The time is the minute hand moved from 35 to 50. 35 to 50. So we have to calculate the time which the minute hand moved from 35 to 50. That is very easy. We have to subtract 35 minutes from 50 minutes. So 350 minus 335 equals 15 minutes. So how much time the minute hand take to move from 35 to 50? 15 minutes. Otherwise you can count the position of the minute hand from 7 to 10. The first it is showed, that means this moved from 7 to 8 5 minutes, and 8 to 9 5 minutes, and 9 to 10 5 minutes. Total it moved 15 minutes. That means each division is showing 1 minutes. From 7 to 10 there are 15 divisions are there. That minute hand took 15 minutes to move from 35 to 350. Now see the second question. Question number B. That time is here showing 3:40. What is time showing in the first clock of question B? 3:40. And the second clock it shows 4 o'clock. Here also we have to subtract the time from 4 o'clock to 3:40. Students, it is not easy to subtract 4 o'clock from 3:40 is not easy. That we have learned in the third standard, subtraction of time. So we have to convert the 4 o'clock into 3 hours and 60 minutes and 3 hours 40 minutes. That means here 4 o'clock is we are converting into hours and minutes. So we have to show it 360 minus 340. That means it took 20 minutes to reach from 40 to 340 to 4 o'clock. Otherwise you can calculate the movement of the minute hand. From 8 to reach at 12, each session is showing 5 minutes. That means 8 to 9 5 minutes, 9 to 10 5 minutes, again 10 to 11 5 minutes, and 11 to 20 5 minutes. So total 20 minutes. So this minute hand took 20 minutes to move from 3:40 to 4 o'clock. Now our question 3. Question number C. Students, the calculation of time, subtraction and addition, I will give the detailed notes when I give the notes in notebook. Okay, addition and subtraction of time we will do in our notebook. Now question number C. See, the first clock shows the time of 6:05. That means the hour hand is on 6 and the minute hand is on 1. That means 6:05. 5 ones are 5. So time is 6:05. And second clock shows the time 6:15. So here it is very easy. We have to subtract the 6:5 from 6:15. So 6:15 minus 6:5 is 10 minutes. From the movements of the minute clock, minute also you can count that it moved from 1 to 3. Between 1 to 3 there are 10 minutes or 10 divisions are there. So the difference or the minute hand took here 10 minutes to move from 6:05 to 6:15. Now our question D. Question D is, the first clock shows the time 7:10 because the hour hand is on 7 and the minute hand is on 2. This time is 7:10. And the next clock, see what time shows, that is 7:45. So here also we have to subtract the 7:10 from 7:45. So 7:45 minus 7:10 is equal to 35 minutes. This also let's check with the movements of the minute hand. See, first clock, the minute hand is on 2 when it traveled through the whole portion, and when it reached at 9, how many minutes are in between these two numbers, between 2 and 9? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That means total that minute hand took 35 minutes to reach from 7:10 to 7:45. This is the method to find the time between the movement of the minute hand in these different clocks. Now we will move to the next page, page number 39. In this page we have given the time, but we have to show the hands on this clock. Students, if you learn properly how to calculate the time, it is very easy to show the hands on this clock. The first clock is showing 20 minutes after 6 o'clock. That means the time is 6:20, or we can say 20 minutes past 6. Anyway we can say the time is 6:20 or 20 minutes past 6 o'clock. Anyway we can say. So first we have to locate the hour hand, that is 6 o'clock. So where should be the hour hand? It will be on 6. So here I will show the hour hand on 6. It will be slightly away from the 6, but it is not possible to see clearly. So we can draw it on 6 also. Yes, slightly. Fractions of division will be, it will be away from the 6. So the hour hand is on 6, and now we have to locate the minute hand. See, the minute is 20 minutes here. So 20, how can we find? Take the table of 5. 5 fours are 20. So the minute hand should be on 4. This is the time showing 6:20 or 20 minutes past 6 o'clock. Now move to the question number B. Question number B, time said 30 minutes after 8 o'clock. That means half past 8 or 8:30. We can say 8:30 or half past 8 o'clock. Students, in the first introduction class I have explained how to calculate half past time on the clock. Half past means half part of the clock. That means we have to show the minute hand on 6 and hour hand will be on 8. Hour hand will be on 8. 8 not between 8 and 9, because half part of the time is over. 8:30 means half part of the time is over. So hour hand should be in between 8 and 9, and minute hand will be on 6. That means 5 6 are 30. So minute hand is on 6. Now see the question number C. This is 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. That means 7 past 10 or 7:10. Here we have to show the hour hand on 7. That means the smallest hand. Hour hand is always small. The shortest hand will be on 7 and 10 minutes. Take the table of 5. 5 twos are 10. So the minute hand will be on 2. 5 twos are 10. So minute hand is on 2. This is the time showing 7:10. We can say 10 minutes past 7 or 7:10. Now our question D. 15 minutes after 5 o'clock. 15 minutes after 5 o'clock, we can say in another way also, quarter past 5. Quarter past 5. When we divide this clock into 4 equal parts, 15 minutes means it is the 1/4 part of the clock. So we can say quarter past 5 o'clock. So where we have to locate the hour hand and minute hand? Hour hand will be always on 5 because it is 5 o'clock. Slightly it will be away from 5. Okay, so hour hand is on 5 and a minute hand will be on 3. That means 3 5s are 15. So minute hand will be on 3. This is the time showing quarter past 5, 5:15 or quarter past 5. Now move to the next heading in this page. In this page is related to some questions about our school activities. The first question is, how long does your school assembly take? Students, we know that our school assembly starting at 7 o'clock. Sometimes it will extend to 7:30 also. So any extra prize distribution or any activity is there, it will take 7:30. But actually the time is between 7:10 to 7:30. So we have to take the time in between that two times, 7:10 to 7:30. So you write the 20 minutes. Our assembly time is 20 minutes. That means 7:20 it is winding up, and 10 minutes we are taking to reach the classrooms, respective classroom. 7:30 our class is starting. The next question is, how long is your lunch break? Students, we know that our lunch break, not breakfast, morning break, that is starting from 9:50 and ending at 10:10. That means 9:50 to 10 is 10 minutes and 10 to 10 is 10 minutes. Total how many minutes we have the break time? 20 minutes. Students, these answers you should write in your textbook. Copy these answers in your textbook. Next question is, how long is your games period? Students, we know that each subject have given or distributed 35 minutes for every day. So our games period is also 35 minutes. So you write the answer 35 minutes. Is it same as all other periods like academic subjects, science, SS, English, like that? Yes, this games period is also like same as all other periods. So you write the answer yes. Now here one last question is there. The games period and lunch break seem very short, aren't they? Yes, sometimes we feel that the games period and breaks are ending very fast. Why, students? Because that time we enjoy it very much when we start any game, or when at the breaking time when we open our nasta box or talking with our friends, that time is going so fast. So we feel that that time is very short. Actually it is not short. We are enjoying that time, so we feel that it is very short.